there's always that moment.
You're live.
Are we Are we actually live? Are we live?
Happy Sunday, everybody.
Hey.
It's Sunday, right?
Yeah, it is Sunday. It's still Sunday. Let us know if you can hear us. Let us know if you can see us. We are so excited, and we cannot thank you all enough. This is such a huge moment. We hit 25,000 subscribers in 18 months, and it's all because of you guys.
It was so funny when we were driving up to Alaska, once we had finally been approved, I was like, I'll be really happy if we get close to 25,000 like by the end of the summer, by the time Alaska's over. And then before we knew it, it was like, oh my gosh, we hit it.
Well, apparently you guys really like Alaska.
Yes.
That's what I'm learning. I'm learning that we should stay in Alaska forever, apparently, according to YouTube. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you guys so much. We're going to be trying to answer as many questions as we possibly can, maybe sharing some details about where we're heading next.
If we even know.
Yeah, we're heading, right now we are at a beautiful lakeside camp spot.
Like, how gorgeous is this?
Yeah.
And the weather is so much nicer from the last time we went live when we were in Seward. Remember, we were like all bundled up, you could see our breath. It was raining.
What a difference just a couple of weeks make. No, this is actually one of the first, I would say, warm days, like short sleeve shirt, warm days that we've had since we've been up here. It's been chilly.
Yeah, this weekend though has been beautiful. We actually just finished a little hike with Scout, and I think we were all pretty hot and tired after that.
For sure. I'm celebrating, by the way, with a Newtown cider house. Let me know if you guys are out there drinking anything special.
I have an iced coffee.
Yeah, but this is how we're celebrating. So cheers, you guys. Let's see. So who's in the house right now? Who's here? Oh man. Big congratulations. Thank you so much. So let's just really quick, because I think it's really important to also just talk about, along with the 25,000 subscribers, we've also grown a tremendous Patreon community, the Newstate Navigators. And it's through that community that we've been able to donate, along with their help, over $500. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
$500 for organizations and the communities that we've been exploring. So we want to thank you guys so much, and we can't wait to increase that even more and more as we go along.
Yeah,
so
we'll be getting ready to do, so we do quarterly donations right now. We'll be getting ready to do our next big one. So we've got a decision to make on who that is going to be, and we'll make an announcement on that soon. So yeah, that's definitely a part of it that for us is really important. It makes us feel really good. Like, it's awesome to go to all these beautiful places and share all these cool things with you guys, but it goes a little bit deeper in that we're able to give back to those communities in some way. So
yeah, we love it.
Yeah.
We honestly, it for me, it's such a great, great reward, great feeling to know that we can help and make a difference in the communities. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hello from Kentucky. Okay. Billings, Montana. Roger and Diane. How are you?
Canadian friend Gerald. Hello.
Maybe we'll get somebody from Australia. We'll see. I know we have some Scottish friends as well.
Yeah.
It's just so cool to celebrate. Hold on, Caitlin. I gotta go grab what remains of the cake. Hold on, I'll be right back.
So if you follow us on Instagram, which you hopefully are, you saw our post yesterday, our celebratory cake. We actually baked that cake in the RV. Every other time we've bought a cake, but since I'm gluten-free now, Howard found a gluten-free cake mix, and it was actually delicious. We did already cut into it and had a piece yesterday to celebrate. But that was really fun to make and eat, obviously. So that was very good. Yeah, hopefully we'll have a lot more cakes in our future. So we have a different setup right now. So if you see us keep looking down, we have the computer set up down here and we have our camera up here. But that's why I'm looking to try to read all of your comments down here. So what happened to the candles?
You guys. Some very tragic news.
What happened?
This is RV life. This is RV life for you guys.
What happened?
That big thing from Costco fell on it.
So we had to put this in the overcab bunk so that Scout couldn't get to it, because she, as you probably are aware, has been known to pull things off the counter like bananas and other fudge. So you have to put things far away from her.
Oh.
I looked a lot better yesterday.
Yeah, this was a beautiful gluten-free cake that Katelyn made. Katelyn, did you tell them already about it? I don't know. I was gone, but
yeah, I told him we baked it in the RV because you found the gluten-free mix.
Yeah.
And yes, I do have some gluten-free brownie mix too that I'm really excited to try out. Thank you guys. So many people gave me awesome gluten-free recommendations. Up until like a month and a half ago, I had, not known that world. And so it's been really interesting and kind of exciting to like find all of the awesome gluten-free options that are out there. You guys have definitely helped. So, oh, Shannon, thank you so much for super chat.
yeah, thank you. Oh, Shannon, thanks so much. And if you don't know what a super chat is, it's just a way of like kind of tipping your hat and just saying thanks. And whenever somebody does a super chat, it automatically goes right up to the top. And so we can definitely see it. But thanks again. So Shannon, cheers. Cheers guys on 25,000. So very excited for you. I'd still eat the cake. Oh, we're eating this cake.
Yeah. Oh, it still tastes good. Doesn't matter how it looks.
I don't care if it's smashed. I mean, that's fine.
I think that's what babies do, right? They do like a smash cake session when they turn 1 or their parents do.
Can you guys see this? I mean, look, it's just obliterated. Kind of sad. Kind of sad.
It's very good.
I'm just gonna hold this for a while, I guess. Yeah, I'll hold this and then I'll have my cider.
There you go. You're doing it well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, somebody said what a beautiful location for our live. No kidding, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is absolutely gorgeous. So this machine, I think you guys can see it over my shoulder here.
Oh yeah.
This crazy contraption. We were watching them a couple of days ago. So a guy kayaks out to that machine and then spends several hours every day like scooping up, I don't know, like seagrass.
Yeah, I guess
on a lake, so
I guess it's to keep it clean or you can navigate more easily with it.
But it has like a paddle, like a wheel.
It's got paddle wheels on the side. I'm kind of describing something that's kind of small and over her shoulder, but anyway, it's got paddle wheels on the sides, and then there's like a conveyor belt.
And the conveyor belt,
it scoops up the stuff, and then they beach it back on the land, and then it reverses the conveyor belt and dumps it in a giant pile.
These like perfect piles. It's so funny. Like we had never seen anything like that, and it started going by, and it's like, what is that thing?
It kind of reminds me of like hay baling or something like that.
But the water version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be my best guess. My best analogy on it. Did we feel the earthquake? Congrats on the 25. Well, first of all, thank you very much. But no, we actually didn't. Can I put this down?
Yeah,
now?
you can put this.
Okay. All right.
If you want some, let me know. I'll grab it.
Okay. Yeah, the earthquake was, easily over 300 miles, I want to say, from where we were staying at the time.
Yeah, and it was way down off the coast. So like, I think the closest Kodiak, right?
Kodiak Island.
The closest.
Yeah.
But they were evacuating places that we had just been, like Seward and Homer. And so that was kind of surreal to be on Twitter and like watching this kind of happen and unfold, and people posting the videos of the tsunami warnings going off. But yeah, we were pretty far inland at that point and did not feel a thing.
Surreal is definitely a great way of putting it, because everybody's like, wow, did you feel it? Did you feel it? We were like, no, we didn't feel it. And I would say, thankfully, I don't think really anyone, I don't think there's any loss of life, right? I don't think, no, I mean, thankfully, like, I think because of its location, I think Alaska was spared. It's one of the strongest earthquakes in history, and within
the strongest in the past, I think they said half century.
The half century,
yeah.
The 1964.
That was the big one.
Yeah. And we're actually coming to you very close by, where an entire town was destroyed because of the 1964 earthquake. And we'll have more on that on an episode in the weeks to come. Let's see. So who else we got out there? Watching from our RV in the Adirondack Camping Village Campground in Lake George, New York. That is very specific, Richard. Hey, thanks, Richard. How are you? Thank you guys so much. I had a lot of congratulations. We really, really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, be sure to go over to our Instagram. That's instagram.com/newstatenomads. And make sure that you click on the one of us holding the 25,000, because we're doing a great giveaway over there. As a subscriber on YouTube, all you have to do is just comment. Make sure you're obviously following us on Instagram, but just comment on there about your favorite memory, maybe, or how you found us in the first place. And you will be eligible to win a $250, that's 25,000 pennies prize. And it's $150 in gift cards to you, and then $100 to a charity or organization of your choice. So it's a great way for you to give back, but also a great way for you to get some gift cards. So
yeah, we'll be running that through. We're going to pick the winner on Wednesday. So you still have time. And that's just our way to say thank you to all of you guys who have been on this journey with us for the past year and a half.
Yeah, and I have no problem saying that. I mean, if we get to 100,000, we will easily give 100,000 pennies of value in some way.
To be determined.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be 100,000 pennies, but we'll definitely
100,000 somethings.
Well, I mean, it'll have a value of 100,000 pennies.
Oh, Doug, thank you.
Oh, Doug, thanks for
much
the super chat. And is that a super sticker?
Like dancing.
It says thank you. See. I mean, we're still very new to the YouTube thing. You got to remember, I only started the channel 18 months ago. 25,000 people have subscribed. Foolishly, I might add. They follow us week in, week out. And
I know. I still sometimes I'm like, why do people like to watch it?
You really like us?
I know. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Doug, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
the
Doug.
super chat and everybody. You all for the congratulations. Yeah, 25.1.
Yeah.
No, we picked up another 100.
Gerald is providing a bit of correction. So 20.99 USD is about 25 Canadian for you making 25,000. That's a great point. That's a great point. Yeah. Well, we'll have to figure that out, Gerald. But
We
we
were trying to figure some math out yesterday, and Howard, I forget what it even was, but I was like, I went to journalism school. I don't do math. That's why I went to journalism.
I'm pretty good at math.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good. I'm not
You're
bad.
definitely a better numbers guy than I am.
I'm not bad. This is really good, by the way. I've never had this before. It's a strawberry aid. So it's a strawberry lemonade cider. Costco for the win.
Yeah, we were just back in Anchorage. So we finished up the Kenai Peninsula area and we stopped back in Anchorage, which is like the hub of everything to stock up and get more supplies. So we hit up Costco.
Yeah, a lot of people ask us, and by the way, please drop them in the comments if you have any questions.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Oh, thank you guys.
After, we love you guys.
Thank you so much for the super chat. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. They're also a member of the Newstate Navigators.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of Newstaters, we're at 55.
Mhm.
So if 5 more of you decide to join, they start at only $8 a month. Among obviously the benefits and the donations that go back to the community, that will extend by another month, twice weekly videos. So we are working on borrowed time right now because actually we're into
Oh,
August.
today's the first. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So not saying, but I'm just saying, now's a great time if you've been thinking about joining the Navigators. We just need 5 more people to join, and we'll go to twice weekly videos for another month. So that's awesome, and then everybody benefits. Oh, hi.
There's a little doggy in a
So-
little jacket.
Where
Sorry.
we're staying right now is like, it's kind of like the local waterfall. So there's lots of people who are like kayaking and fishing, and there's
Paddleboarding.
the dogs, there's puppies.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
you're
you're doing
walking on your
tricks.
hind legs,
I
guys.
wish I could show you guys. Oh.
Hold on here. Hold.
Also, Gerald, thank you so much for the super chat.
Oh wait.
Oh,
Oh, it's like a
are you gonna do your
it's like a
trick?
sneaky. Oh, no. Well, anyway.
It's like walking on his. Like doing his video
Yeah.
and like walking. That was
Here,
so
hang on.
cute. Let me do it again. Gerald sent us a super.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, 29. Okay, aha. See,
Oh,
Gerald
no,
was
no.
doing the math, and now I understand. Gerald, thank you so much. Thank you. I thought he was just being like, hey, well, if the person wins in Canada, and I was like, oh, it's a great point. It's a great point.
We did have a question on where Scout is. Scout is fast asleep right now. We took her on a hike today,
She's exhausted.
and she had a great time, but she is like zonked out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let me just say that if she doesn't get a lot of physical activity, she really starts to get pretty grouchy. So, is that your dog?
Oh,
Hey!
guys.
Oh, hey!
We're on YouTube Live, so
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can I-
Yeah. Come on. This guy, in just a couple weeks, you're going to see him in costume because he was actually in the show that we saw last night. He carries the dog. Wait, just please, just show the.
Here's a
Look,
Bugs dog.
honey,
This is Wilson.
so he
Wilson.
was like walking on his front leg.
Oh yeah, he
This
does little handstands.
I
Oh,
love bonus doggy.
oh, thank you so much.
Hello world. Have a good one, guys.
Bye. So yeah, you will see much more of him. I think you were just explaining that in a
Yeah.
couple of weeks. So there's an amazing vaudeville show
Yes.
here in Valdez, and
Yeah.
he is one of the stars of the show, and
Yeah.
it's just fantastic.
It's a follies show, and it tells the history of the town of Valdez. And before you go, what? Like, does that even sound interesting? Yes, it's actually really entertaining. It's super funny. It's a little bawdy, not gonna lie, but it's that kind of humor that it'll sail right over kids' heads. So don't worry, you can also for kids, and they won't even know the difference, and you'll be laughing your head off. And it's got great original music. It's a fantastic
It's so
show.
good.
Yeah.
This is the second time we've seen it.
It, I,
and
literally,
it
I
just
can.
gets better every time.
I feel like, is it like the top thing for you, or one of the top?
One of the
things?
top things that we've done in Alaska,
Yeah.
both in 2019
And now.
So we
Yeah.
can't wait to show that to you
Yeah, and so he
guys.
was one of the actors. So how about that? Special cameo appearance. He's in a YouTube live too. Let's see.
That
So
was too funny.
see what we got. So Doug was asking, where are you?
We're
Yeah,
near Valdez.
we're near Valdez.
So
Yeah, so we're just outside of Valdez.
famous for a lot of things.
Yes, it is famous for, well, the 1964 earthquake. This is where a lot of the destruction happened. It's the namesake for the Exxon Valdez, which was a very famous incident as well, which also happened in the same waterway, ironically, and unfortunately had a lot of damage to this area. But Valdez is also known for being a wonderful fisherman. It's probably our favorite fishing town in all of Alaska.
So beautiful. We got
Yeah.
so lucky that the weather was so good. I can't wait to show you guys like what we saw yesterday. It was absolutely amazing. We're just gonna...
Yeah,
I was
so let's
like
see.
almost in tears.
So let's see. So Katelyn, what's coming up next? So we've got Homer.
Our next episode will be
Homer.
That was
Oh,
my
yeah.
birthday. We celebrated my birthday in Homer.
Yeah, Homer. Homer is really, really interesting because you can stay. They call it the spit. It's like a long extension of land.
It's 5
And-
miles.
Yeah, and you can camp right on it, and there are city camp spots. It's like, I think $20, right?
Mhm.
$20 a night.
Mhm.
$20 a night, and it's this walkable neighborhood, and there's shops and restaurants, and you can also walk to like all the various excursions and all of that too. So it's a lot of fun. And so we spent a couple days there. Loved it, of course, and we can't wait to show you what we found. Oh, by the way, if you're interested in like a scavenger hunt kind of thing, we've actually started planting Newstate Nomads stickers in various places. You'll find one in Key West. You'll find another one in Homer, and that's all we're going to tell you right now. But if you keep your eye peeled,
Might start seeing
yeah,
them.
we might start dropping in some clues as far as where you can find them. But I thought it'd be kind of a cool little thing. We can like start sticking them places. People can find them, take a picture with them, send it to us, and we'll award you with maybe your own sticker.
There you go.
I don't know.
That-
Oh, I just made that up.
And the West one was pretty fun. That's in an area like you got to give them like some frame of reference. Key West is big.
Okay, so if you're really savvy on Key West, it is on the wall of Jimmy Buffett's studio.
Ooh, that's a very
If you know where the studio is, it is on the outside wall of Jimmy Buffett's studio.
Let us know if you
Mhm.
find it or if you know.
Mhm.
Oh, Laura, thank you so much. For
Oh,
the
Laura,
super chat, the
thanks for the
birthday
super
super chat. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
No, I turned 35 this year, guys. Big 35.
Mm-hmm.
Howard's older.
No matter what, I will always be older. Isn't that wonderful?
It was a it was a wonderful birthday celebration though. We were with Frankie and Alex and we had a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Cash STD. Make a 63-degree egg sticker. That's a great idea. See, that's the thing is I love the idea of like kind of like inside jokes and all of that, like for like stickers, merchandise, whatever. Absolutely, yeah. We should totally make a whole line of stuff like on that stuff.
The 63-degree egg thing was pretty funny. That was in our Girdwood like Alyeska episode, and I had no idea. I literally like had never heard of a 63-degree egg before. Did you guys know what that was? And I swear, in that moment, I had thought Frankie told me what it was, but it was you. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, I totally understand. Doug says, I live in Sterling, been up here 31 years. Doug, where is Sterling? I mean, I know it's in Alaska, but where in Alaska? Like, can we drive to it, or is it one that's on one of the islands? Forgive me, I don't know where Sterling is. But please message back, let us know, and hey, maybe we can do a meetup. we've already done one meetup. That was super awesome. We got to meet up with some people. Ironically, it was in Seward, but it was one of our patrons who lives in Anchorage.
That was really fun.
Super cool. So hopefully we get to do that again. And actually, when we get back in the lower 48, I would love to start doing meetups now that we can.
I
Isn't that exciting? Like we're finally getting to the point where we can actually do meetups.
See people again.
No, I
Would
know.
you guys like to do a meetup? That would be so fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Shannon, thank you.
Oh, Shannon, thanks so much.
I'm going to Key West in January. I know exactly where the sticker is. Oh.
Oh.
Please take a picture when you find it and tag us in it. I cannot wait. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So just to know what you're looking for, they are the holographic stickers. Like, so the Newstate Navigators, we have an exclusive sticker just for Navigators, and it's holographic. I mean, Katelyn, there are thousands of purposes that you could use one of those stickers for, besides just sticking. Like, you could use it as like a safety device. So like if you're stranded, need help, you can like flicker it and whatever. Anyway, point is lots of uses. And so that's what we've been sticking. And yeah, so there's one in Key West on Jimmy Buffett's wall, and it is it's near because I'm going to help you because it's a really big wall of sticker. It's near a like a utility, like an electric box. There's an electric box, and it's near that. But you should be able to pretty easily see it because it's the holographic one. You can't miss it.
I know, Shannon. I'll be excited when you find it.
Please find it. Please find it. Yeah. The one in Homer, you will see I think in the episode.
Yes.
Hopefully, you'll see where we stuck that one.
In a very famous location.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any guesses? If you are familiar at all? with
Yeah.
Homer?
Oh yeah. Tell us if you have any guesses for where you think it is in Homer, and we'll tell you. We won't tell you. We got to keep it a surprise. Oh my God. Oh my God. Super chats.
We got Mark and Amanda sent us one. Congrats. Migraine How We Try to See video. So yeah, I had been suffering from migraines this past week. Take a chewable Dramamine. Ooh.
Oh.
I have never taken Dramamine. Maybe I should try that. I'm not above anything at this point.
Mark, I didn't know that works.
No. Thank you guys so much.
Virginia also sent a super chat. Thank you so much, Virginia. Really appreciate it.
Jacob,
thank you.
Jake and Stacy, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, congrats on 25,000. Thank you. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Virginia. Virginia, you're always so sweet with all your comments. Like, you guys are all the best. We were really lucky in the fact that I feel like our community of people are just like amazing. You guys just are all awesome and so supportive, and it's just been really, really fun.
Our entire community too. I
Yeah.
mean, we're talking about like the YouTube community, the universe of people who like in week out are engaged and are so wonderful to us and so supportive. We can't thank you enough. Obviously, like Newstate Navigators is a whole other level, and we appreciate the fact that they really want to join that community and help us help the communities too. I mean, it's so cool. So this has become like such a wonderful thing, and I'm so glad that we decided to take the chance and start the channel in 2020.
I know. And guys, our 3-year Nomadiversary
Mm-hmm.
is coming up in a couple weeks.
That's a word.
Nomadiversary.
Nomadiversary.
Yeah, definitely used it before.
Mhm.
But yeah, August, I think it's the 18th. August 18th
Mhm.
is when we hit the road full time, 2018. So
Yeah.
it'll be 3 years in a couple weeks. It's crazy. It's absolutely bananas.
Yeah, well, tell us what's that?
Swing is on the Kenai Peninsula, just north of Soldotna, where the Moose River runs.
Oh, we totally drove
just
through
there.
that.
Darn it.
Doug.
I know.
Mm,
We come back down.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Doug, we
I know.
were. Oh, Doug. I wish
love
we had
that area.
known. Yeah, because we were down. We've been in that area for like over a month.
Yeah.
I feel like it was like a month or a month and a half. We were in the Kenai Peninsula.
Yes.
We'll see what happens.
Oh,
No
Dave
problem.
and Brenda.
Dave says your hard work is paying off. Brenda and I are so proud of our Radford connection.
Love you guys. We got to hang out with Dave and Brenda when we were in Florida, and we had a lovely dinner and wine together. And they're just great people. And they got us Radford sweatshirts, which I wear mine all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I did not go to Radford. I went to school in Florida, and then I have also a degree from Xavier in Cincinnati. So, we got any Xavier or Full Sail people in the house or in our community, please let me know. and I would love to do some type of like an X-related thing as well, because I mean she's got this Radford
I
thing
know.
going
I
on.
got my Radford piece.
Yeah, but Dave and Brenda, they were one of our very first patrons, and we
Word.
cannot thank you enough. Because it's like a skill effect, right? Like as more people join and all that, and they've been so supportive and so wonderful. So thank you both.
Oh, we've got Elle and Andy in the house. So Soul of the Seeker, they are building out this amazing
It's like
quartet.
yes.
And they're some of our good friends from Richmond, Virginia. And they've been working so hard on that. And yeah, I can't believe it's been years, guys.
Yeah, Soul of a Seeker is their YouTube channel. Be sure to check it out. And first of all, they're lovely people. They're wonderful people. I brought them together. I brought them together. I did. Me. And they need to remember that they owe me forever. But anyway, they're building out this RV. It's a classic RV. It's so beautiful. I love the classic style. Yeah. And so they've completely. I mean, it's like God and even more. It's bonus doggies. But anyway, they. Okay.
We love dogs.
There's seriously about a dozen dogs here right now.
Oh, so Doug. Okay, Doug might have guessed it right.
What's that?
Where we put the sticker.
Oh, should we say that?
Yeah.
So Doug's guess is the salty dog, and Doug, you might be correct. You might be correct.
You guys will have to watch the next episode.
Yeah. So there's a old, long-standing, what do you call it, tradition at the Salty Dog where you put a dollar bill up, but you're not allowed to cover another dollar bill with your dollar bill. Well, we figured out a way of doing a dollar bill with our sticker, and so it's kind of a combo of the two. But I think in the episode you'll actually see where we stuck it. So if you come to the Salty Dog, see it, please take a picture with it and send it to us, and we will give you at least one sticker.
There you go.
At least one.
There you go. So somebody's asking if we still like living on the road as much now as we did then.
I do.
Yeah.
Katelyn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not every day is like this, right?
It's not sunshine and rainbows.
Right. We still deal with like life stuff and everything, but yeah, I mean, we have no intention of stopping anytime soon.
No. We gave ourselves. We said in the beginning we were going to do it for a year. We're going to try it for a year, and then after a year, so 1 year we actually celebrated the anniversary here because it was 1 year exactly, and we were in Alaska in 2019, and August of 2019, and I was like, should we keep going? And it was like, oh, hell yeah, let's keep going. So we we said, okay, let's do another year, and then another year. I mean, it's unbelievable.
I know, I can't believe it's been 3 years.
Yeah. See, even more.
Oh, there's I love it. Dogs everywhere. It's so great.
It's just like bonus dogs.
So,
I tell you, it's just bonus dogs. Gosh, so many comments, so many questions. Who gave Howard the stylish haircut? Well, have you know, okay, I went to a barbershop in Anchorage, and it was great, and I was very happy.
I know, I like it.
Yeah, thank you.
I support this. It had gotten very long.
It was getting a little crazy. But I mean, that's part of the challenge too. Sometimes, like when we're traveling and stuff, like finding a spot, and we tend to be pretty remote sometimes, and there's not going to be a barbershop necessarily where we go. So it was a good opportunity, and so I took it. I took that opportunity. Let's see.
So Stacy asked, "Do you wish you had a bigger rig with the doggos?" It depends. Well, if you ask Piper, she would say yes, because she likes her alone time. She's a very funny dog. But I think, we make it work, and I don't ever feel like we're on top of each other or anything like that. The dogs all kind of have their own spaces to go to, and we're outside enough that it works.
Yeah, let me think about, we made the video where we talked about what it's like to travel with 3 dogs. And I will say that, by the way, check out that video on our channel. There are things that we've done, like we have dedicated spaces, right? So like Scout sleeps in the bathroom, in the shower actually. And we have her bed set up like in the base of the shower, and that's like her space. And then the dogs can also go in the front seats, and the front seats are usually facing forward. They love that because they can it's like a 180-degree view in the front seats, and then also underneath the dinette, called Dogtown. Dogtown is also an area with a very large dog bed where they can hang out and chill. So there's lots of spaces for them to go, and so they can separate. I think that's really important for them.
Yeah.
Is having a space, a
Mhm.
place where they feel comfortable, and they don't necessarily have to feel so on top of each other.
Right. And Piper and Ella, they're half pug, and so they're very lazy, and they sleep all day and all night.
14 hours a day.
So they don't need much room or space to do things. We obviously like take them out on walks and hikes and stuff, but they're pretty content just kind of being. We actually have started calling Piper a little sweet potato.
Yeah.
Which is a really funny nickname that I love.
Yeah.
Because she's just like this bump on a log, like chubby little sweet potato. She's so darn cute and she's so sassy. And yeah, that's our new nickname for
So,
Piper.
so not like this is a competition or anything, but Laura says we traveled in a 36-foot Class A with 4 dogs and 2 teen boys and us. See?
Oh my gosh!
There
yeah.
you go. See?
I feel that
Hey.
like puts us to shame.
No.
Like, that's amazing.
And you made it work, right?
Yeah.
You made it work.
Yeah, I feel like you just kind of adjust, and I will say, like, living tiny too, you kind of realize like what it is that you need and don't need, and you really don't need a whole lot.
No.
We still have a storage unit full of stuff in Florida.
Well, see, that was our escape plan, right? And I feel like, and tell me, for those of you who are full time on the road or who are attempting to be full time on the road, did you keep your house or did you keep a storage unit? Because we did. Because we were like, well, we don't know.
Just a storage unit, not a house.
Yeah, no, it's not a house, but a storage unit, because we didn't know, and we were like, well, maybe after the year we won't like it, and we'll have all of our stuff and it'd be okay. And now it's kind of becoming a little bit like this drag, right? Because we've got this storage unit full of, it's literally an entire apartment's worth of furniture,
New furniture, like
brand new furniture.
Yeah, 'cause we had just bought it when we moved to Miami, so
Yeah,
we all know how that turned out.
yeah. But we'll have to see what happens. I mean, I think down the road, maybe we'll take that furniture and maybe we'll put that into like an Airbnb or something. Maybe we'll get a rental property or something like that. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens.
Yeah.
Dean, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Dean. 25 for 25. Hey, let's start that tradition. Who else wants to give us 25 for 25? We'll take it.
We slice or two in 5 days at High Mountain Pies, and we'll think of you two as I eat for breakfast or lunch.
Oh man,
so good.
It's Leadville, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dean, right? That's Leadville. Oh, High Mountain Pies. Oh
That,
my gosh.
like, is top. It might be my favorite pizza place of all time.
Yeah, we're talking about in Colorado, in Leadville, with a small town. They have some fantastic food, and remember that's also where that the Cuban sandwich place is.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that place is amazing too.
Wow, what a spot! Man, if you guys can go check out Leadville, that's really something else.
I know, Dean, take a picture and please send it to me so I can like imagine that I'm eating it.
And relive the moment.
No.
We would happily relive that moment anytime at all. Let's see. You guys should do a video about all of the things you have learned and changed over 3 years. Boy, that's a great idea.
Really great idea.
That's a great idea.
I'm gonna take a little picture of that.
Yeah. This is Katelyn taking notes.
Yes.
She just takes a picture of it.
Where'd it go? Can't see it. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like struggling a little bit here.
We can replay this.
That's true. It's like I need to capture that now.
Virginia says yes, that she remembers Leadville visit. Yeah, the pizza. Oh man,
We ate it twice while we were there.
twice.
And we were
Twice.
only there a couple days. So.
Folks, it's that good. It's that good. And the Cuban, I wish I could remember the name of the Cuban sandwich place. But there was a Cuban, totally randomly, there's a Cuban sandwich place there.
And we talked to
And-
the owners. They were very sweet.
Very
too.
sweet owners.
Yeah.
And man, it's so good. Wow.
You guys know us. We find the good food wherever we go.
Don't worry.
We've been eating so well here in Alaska too.
By well, you mean like
Good.
delicious food.
Good food.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
not like healthy.
Healthy, yeah. A lot of fresh fish. The
Mhm.
meal that we had last night at the dinner theater was so good.
Yeah, but I mean like the potato.
Oh, that wasn't healthy. Well, okay. It's all about balance, right?
There's a place called Potato, and they have 2 locations. One of them is in Valdez, and the other one is in McCarthy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one's in McCarthy, and they have 2 different menus. But wow, is it good? The Potato, and I'll let you guess
They're
the
French fries.
correlation. Yeah.
And they have
Well,
like,
way to spoil it, Katelyn.
I just
I was like,
Talking
I'll
about it
let you
Saturday.
guess. I'll let you guess. I said. Then Caitlin's like, yeah, they're fries.
Sorry. You're not so subtle. Spoiling things. Yeah, Cubans are now my favorite sandwich. They're so good. So good. There it is. Yep. Dean is right. Gucci Cafe Cubano.
That is exactly it.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gucci Cafe. James and Amy asked, what's the major secrets of hitting 25,000? Wow. If you knew, tell us.
No. So we feel like we're still like waiting for people to be like, oh yeah, maybe this, we didn't mean to hit the subscribe button. 25,000 of you are like,
Well, 20,994, something like that, because family, of course, they follow us.
my grandma is watching. Hi, Nanny. I have to say hi to her. She got all ready. Watch us. She watches every single live we do in every video.
From Bradenton, Florida.
Yes, mwah, we love you and we
love
miss you.
Yep, we'll see you hopefully very soon.
Yes.
You know, as far as like secrets, honestly, of hitting 25,000, what I would say is being genuine. You know, we try and be genuine. This is really who we are. This is not an act.
Really hard to keep
No,
up.
but I mean, seriously, like I think that's important. I think being genuine is important. I think engaging with people. I think you know, respecting the fact that they take the time. When somebody comments, you know, that you're taking the time. We should take the time to respond. So we try as we can. It's been really hard, I'm going to admit, like with Alaska, because like we only get sometimes service very intermittently. So we have to like bulk respond. And so we might respond like a week's worth of comments at a time.
We're like backlogged right now.
We're really backlogged.
And I will say too, like just sharing things that you genuinely enjoy and care about. I think that translates, you know, if it's something that you're passionate about, if it's something that you find exciting or is a good cause or feel good story, like I think people will gravitate, your people will find that content and find those videos and enjoy it too. So
Definitely.
Yeah, like don't try to make videos that you feel like people enjoy. Make the stuff that you enjoy.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, I think it's so important to be yourself, be authentic, and be something that you really enjoy, and that joy will come through. Absolutely. Another super chat.
Laura,
thank you. The secret being like you, be genuine, stay who you are. You can feel how genuine you guys are. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you so much.
And thank you for the super chats. Look, guys.
Yeah.
This is really this was not our goal. Our goal was not to make this into a super chat thing. But this is super awesome. Thank you so much. And please, it's just a reminder. If you have not already gone over Instagram, please enter
our Instagram.
Any subscriber is eligible. You know, if you're, as long as pretty much like those gift cards are value to you, because I mean, I do understand. I mean, if you're international, you know, we have on there like Delta Airlines is one option, United Airlines I think is another option. Southwest.
With like Petco, PetSmart,
Bass Pro Shops,
Camping
World. Yeah, we've got a bunch.
Yeah.
Are we on? I can't remember. Anyway,
the list is on there.
Yeah. But you know, please go over and make sure that you enter in that. We would love to reward you and thank you for being one of our 25,000 subscribers. I still can't believe it.
I know.
I still can't believe it.
This is a great question from Lupe. How do you manage to work on your jobs as well as video content, edit, respond to comments, and have a life? Amazing. I feel like some days we balance it and some days we don't. Because yeah, I think we had another question too about like how do we make money? How do we support ourselves? We have full-time jobs outside of YouTube. So we do marketing and website design and communications, PR work, all of that kind of stuff for businesses across the country. We have amazing clients. And so we do all of that client work. And then on top of it, edit our videos and maintain this amazing community. So it's not.
It's like having two full-time jobs.
But this is our passion.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's wonderful, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Like I feel like it's a blessing to be able to do all of that and live, you know, from the road and explore. It just means that some days, like last week, we weren't really exploring. We were kind of hunkered down and working every day. So
yeah, project work and such. I mean, a lot of things that we're doing are project related. So sometimes we have a crunch of work that we have to do for our jobs, and then also do the videos and do all the work and everything for Newstate Nomads. Look, I would love that someday Newstate Nomads is our full-time job. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll get there. I don't know. I mean, tell your friends, tell your neighbors about this amazing channel that you watch, and get the word out. The more people who watch, the more revenue we generate. Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody said hi from China, and they just
Oh,
came
really?
here to say I love your videos. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello
Thank you.
back in China. That's amazing.
Hello.
I think it's just so cool too. Like the internet, right? Like can bring so many people together from all over the world, and I just like sometimes am blown away at the reach when somebody finds our video. We have a member of our Newstate Navigator community from Scotland, like
Yep.
you from China,
Scotland, Mexico. We have tons of
right,
people from
Mexico who watch,
Yeah.
Canada. I mean, it's just like all over, and it's just that to me is always mind blowing. So
it's so cool. It's so cool.
Oh, I love this too. Stacy said we follow a lot of RV channels, and you two are Katelyn's raw emotion and Howard's dry humor is the best. Such good chemistry. We do balance each other out a lot.
Mm-hmm. I'm holding my mouth because I don't want to say anything. No, thank you very much for saying that. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun, and we try and keep it fun. And what I will say is, I pledge that we will always do this as long as it's fun. If it stops being fun, then we probably need to find something else to do. But This is truly fun. We do have a really great time.
We do.
And we love to travel. We love to share those experiences with you.
And the stories.
Yeah, and the people and the food. So much of what, in my opinion, has been so rewarding over these last 18 months is sharing those like interesting stories that I don't think necessarily get like a lot of like traditional news coverage or what have you. Like I'm thinking about like with Chef in St. Pete Beach.
Mm-hmm.
But like these stories, I love that we can share those, and I love that we can bring those to you. And so, absolutely.
Doug, thank you for the super chat.
Doug, thank you. Thanks, Doug. High five. Five. Let's see.
So Kristen's asking, what type of work do y'all do? I don't think we had heard that before. I feel like we've talked about it very like sporadically about like the work that we do. So when we started RV life full time, we were living in Miami. I had taken a job there as a social media manager for a huge hotel. This wasn't a good fit, and Howard had a contract at the time. And then I picked up a couple like freelancing jobs and everything, and we were able to turn that basically into like a full time,
like a boutique agency
in marketing. So it can be anything from like if a company needs social media help or website design or
a marketing plan, crisis communications. We love helping small businesses. I mean, that's kind of right now, that's our jam, because I feel like we can do the biggest like impact and biggest change. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. And we love our clients, and we love that relationship that we have. I mean, it's a true partnership with those types of clients that we have. So it's great. That's okay. Well, you're in the shade.
No.
It's like good cop, bad cop.
I would beg to differ on that. Did you say I'm the bad cop?
No. Never said that. There's like a tree that's literally
right
blocking Katelyn right now in the sun. Let's see. Any chance you'll make the Hershey show this year?
What's the dates? When is that?
Yeah, Laura, when are the dates for Hershey? We've never been to Hershey. We've been to the Florida RV Super Show twice. I think that's the only major show that we've been to. But we're definitely very interested in doing Hershey. Is it the fall?
I think it is, yeah.
But yeah, Laura, let us know what the dates are. And maybe
September.
September.
We're trying to figure out, we've got a couple of potential commitments coming up that we'll know more about hopefully in the next couple of weeks and that'll kind of determine what the next couple months look like for us. And so
it's September 15th through the 19th. My birthday is the 18th. Are you saying that I should go to an RV show for my birthday? What kind of birthday surprise would that be? Sounds pretty good, actually. I would be interested. Let's see what happens. It's Hershey, Pennsylvania. I know that, which is kind of in the ballpark of the area.
So we might need to be.
So we'll see. I'll give that a distinct maybe. We will publicly announce. So if we are going, we'll publicly announce.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and we will try and hopefully do a meetup or whatever at the Hershey show. We'd love that.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah.
And then Gerald said he would love to see us travel to Canada. Us too.
Gerald, okay. So I mean, those of you that have watched like our channel, know that like we drove from the Washington state border to Alaska in 57 hours. There is so much to see and do just on the drive from Washington to Alaska when you're going through BC, British Columbia, and Yukon. We would love to show that. We would love to do Alberta. We've never been.
Yeah.
We haven't done Banff, Jasper, Calgary, any of that. Love to do that. But yeah, I think that could be a lot of fun. So yes, we're very interested, and we're kind of working out right now what our route might be as we exit out of Alaska. Because we have to, what comes up must come back down, right? Like we have to drive back down.
And it's gonna start. It gets cold like pretty quickly here. Obviously, summer season is very short, and so we'll want to make our exit. Actually, when we were up here in 2019, we came back at the end of August, and it was snowing at the end of August in Canada. We drove through a snowstorm. It was the craziest thing ever. That was also the day we cracked our windshield.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
We didn't have our YouTube channel then, so none of that is documented.
Gerald says, you're in Alberta, so come on by.
Okay.
Gerald, where are you in Alberta?
Send us a message.
Send us a message. Yeah, you don't have to please don't send your address over this. Send us a Instagram, like connect with us on Instagram. We use that as a private messenger, so please send us a message on that.
Lori and Bill really want us to come to the Northeast.
Alaska Thunder says, love to see you guys do the Alaska Marine Highway from Washington. Oh, so would we.
I know.
It is really hard to get right now an RV onto the Alaska Marine Highway.
Well, it was booked when we were
all the
down
way
there.
through September. And that was back in May. I'm sorry, in May. It was already booked all the way through September.
Yeah.
So you can't. We just can't. Yeah, and I feel like coming back. I think there was like one spot available, and it was like $6,000.
Yeah,
it was so much, like one way. Coming back, because I couldn't agree more. I would love to do something, at least some portion of the Alaska Marine Highway. And so we're looking at actually, if anybody has done this before, there is a ferry that goes from Haines to Juneau. So we might do that. So at least we can kind of have the ferry experience going from Haines to Juneau, and then we could explore Juneau. But yeah, we would love to do that. If anybody has any recommendations or advice on that.
Our problem right now is that there's so much that we want to see, and like such a small window of time to be able to see it. And so we're kind of struggling with like, okay, well, what do we prioritize? Where do we go? It's kind of a challenge right now.
Yeah.
And there's still so much of Alaska that we need to cover and go see. So I don't know. Too many things. It's a good problem to have.
Gerald is in Edmonton.
Okay.
Gerald, I've been to Edmonton.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, EA BioWare. In my prior life working for the amusement park company, I worked in innovation, and we were doing a partnership with BioWare. And actually, we worked together with them on the Mass Effect ride for California's Great America Park in San Francisco. And so, yes, I've been to Edmonton. Oh, I love Edmonton. Man, that mall is crazy huge. Crazy huge. It has a pirate ship, I think, if I remember right, inside of it.
We gotta go there just for that.
It's giant. It's gigantic.
Yeah, so I guess it's August 9th is when the border will open if you're fully vaccinated. And there's still like a couple things. So I think you have to like upload a negative COVID test. So we'd have to get that in either Fairbanks or Anchorage, upload it, and then like be approved to drive through. So
yeah, which that'll be a new thing. We use the ArriveCan app. That's the app that you use for pre-arrival. You enter all your information in before you reach the border with Canada. And so I guess they're adding that feature where you can upload documents like the vaccination card in order to prove that. So we'll be definitely doing the research on that pretty soon, because we still have a lot to explore in Alaska. I just want to be completely clear.
Yeah.
But even then, we still have to start planning out, like, well, where are we going to exit and when are we going to exit? All that. So we're working on that.
Yes.
Oh, let's see. For a couple of young guys, you guys are having too much fun, if there is such a thing. Oh, Doug was saying, I guess the editing, uploading, and filming and all is a lot of work.
It is, but it's also like, I mean, the editing I truly love. When I was a news reporter, I would edit all my own videos, and obviously, like, I have so much more creative freedom in editing a travel vlog than in editing a news package, right? But that gave me, when I was in news, that gave me the foundation and all of the tools that I need to be able to, help tell stories. And so I really love it. It's a lot of work, yes, but I think it's definitely worth it. And
I think
it's a passion.
It's been so wonderful to leverage both of our backgrounds are in media. I mean, she was a reporter and anchor on TV. I did very high-end media in Los Angeles and New York for a very long time. So it's really nice to be able to like take that and apply it to something that you really love, travel.
See, Mom and Dad, those skills do still come in handy.
Yeah, a film degree was worth it. God, it was worth it, guys. Yeah.
So
Okay. Can I just read this one? You two are the best RV couple around. We learn so much from you, all the while laughing. Are you thinking of upgrading anytime? We just purchased the Navion 24G and can't wait to run into you on the road. Oh, we would love that, and thank you so much.
thank you.
Definitely, we love our Navion. We absolutely love our Navion, and this is not like in any way paid, promoted, nothing whatsoever. It is a fantastic RV to have.
We
and
looked
I
at
think you're gonna be very happy.
hundreds of RVs before we purchased, and we had a very short window of time from the time that we decided we were going to leave Miami until we actually hit the road was a month.
30 days.
And we looked at probably every class, model, make, everything within those 30 days. Like we dedicated, I think we were at an RV dealership like every day that month.
Oh yeah,
this was
and
the-
online,
yeah.
and like we were doing like the virtual walkthroughs and tours and
It was
floor
It
plans.
was a lot. And this was the first one that I walked into and I was like, this is it. Like I truly had that like aha moment. I was like, I can live full time in this.
Yeah, it's the perfect for us. It's
Yeah.
the perfect size. You know, there are things. Look, do we wish that we had a larger one to be?
Right, you're always gonna sacrifice something.
There's always a trade-off.
But it's like, yeah, what checks the most boxes for your lifestyle and the way that you travel? Because that's another big part of it is how do you travel? Like we get a lot of questions about is a tow vehicle worth it or not? And again, it depends on you. For us, because we work full time and we have the dogs, we don't want to have to break down our office, get the dogs all situated, put everything away just to run into town. So it's worth it for us to have the tow vehicle.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's another question we get all the time: is do you tow? Is it worth it to tow, and all that? And for us, yes, it is worth it to tow because again, it gives us that flexibility, and it makes our lives a little bit easier because we're not having to pack up every single time. Now, what do you trade off? Well, you trade off the fact that you're towing a vehicle, and so you're longer, and you can't go as fast, and all that.
Or if you turn down a road that you can't back up, you have to disconnect.
You got to disconnect. That's right.
Happened many times.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Particularly the way we go. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Somebody's happy RV. Navion get together. Yes,
Yeah.
we love that. Oh, how many of you, by the way, if you're in a Navion, how many of you are attending or did attend the Grand National Rally?
We were having a bit of FOMO. It looked really fun.
Yeah, I for 3 years I've wanted to go, and the first
time we were up here.
The first time we didn't have the RV.
Oh,
yet.
okay.
I wanted to go. First time we didn't have it yet.
Second.
Because you have to have a Winnebago in order to go to Grand National Rally, or Itasca, same brand. The second time we were in Alaska,
Mhm.
and
Last year they didn't have it,
and then last year they didn't have it.
obviously.
Yep.
And now we're in Alaska.
Yep.
So maybe next year will be our year.
I'm not holding out hope. I'm not holding out hope. I feel like it's like next year, it's going to be like, hey, would you like this amazing opportunity to like go to Antarctica or something like that? I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we would love to go.
Yeah.
They said we missed it this year. Have to go next year. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. The people who do go, they love it so much, and I can totally understand why. It's an amazing and a fun experience, and you get to meet fellow owners of your same rig, and it's really cool. Yeah, it's really awesome. They have parties and stuff. They have row parties, so they divide up. So Winnebago has their own rally ground, which is really amazing that they have such a large facility, but hundreds of spaces. And so they organize it based upon the type of RV that you have. And so if you're in like a View Navion, well, you're in a row of nothing but small class C's like View Navion. And the new Echo is also in the same row now. So anyway, it's just a lot of fun. Okay, let's see. Howard, do you miss
If you
working
want
on?
to answer that, I'll be right back.
Yes.
Drink that coffee.
Jimmy Denise asks, Howard, do you miss working on films in LA? I do. I'm not gonna lie. There are times where definitely I'm like, it was a lot of fun. But I will say that, had I not left film, I would never. Katelyn and I would have never met. We actually met working for the amusement company. We both worked for Cedar Fair. I was a corporate director, and Katelyn worked at one of the regional parks. She worked at the park in Virginia, Pennsylvania. Cedar Fair, if you're not familiar with the company, they own parks all across the United States and Canada. They own Canada's Wonderland in Toronto, but they have like Knott's Berry Farm, Cedar Point, Kings Island, Carowinds. I could go on and on. Anyway, the point is, had I not left film to join the amusement park company, well, Katelyn and I wouldn't have met. So no, I don't like in that respect. I'm so glad that I left because my life would be so different right now. I certainly probably wouldn't be coming to you from Alaska. So it's a really wonderful thing. I'm so glad I did it. Katelyn is almost back. Okay, let's see. Another question.
Special guest.
Hi. Oh, we have a surprise special guest. Let's see. Hi, did it take long to adjust the long sunlight hours? Love the channel. Enjoy the summer in Alaska. Hope to visit my cousin up there next year sometime. Driving a 24D.
You guys still hear us? Somebody said our audio was out.
Can you guys hear us? Let us know if we're having any audio problems. But yes, I mean, as far as the answer to the question, I hope they can hear us. We'll see. See what happens. There's always a delay with this, so I'm just going to keep talking and then hopefully.
Okay.
Okay, great. Okay, so anyway, sunlight adjustment.
She had a hard time.
She had a really hard time. We actually have figured out. By the way, somebody had suggested putting like something up in the skylight or whatever. That was a great suggestion.
Yes, thank you.
Wish I could remember who had suggested that. But she now sleeps a lot better.
And it has started getting darker longer.
Oh, it's actually like it gets dark at night.
Yeah.
Like last night around midnight, I want to say
Mhm.
it was actually dark.
Yeah, where we are right now, we get about 3 to 4 hours of like dusk to dark before the sun starts rising again. The further north you go, that diminishes. But right now, yeah, it's been pretty nice.
Okay.
Hi,
Let me
Scout.
see.
Says yes, you're back on now.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
So Scout wanted to say hi. You say hi?
We finally found her a sweater too.
We did. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a hoodie, and she looks so cute in it.
I'll go grab it.
If you follow us on Instagram, it's so funny because every time the hood falls down over her eyes, she like freezes. She doesn't know what to do, but it's like the cutest thing. And I think she actually likes wearing it. It's warm now, of course, so she doesn't need it. But it's really cute. Cardboard pizza box worked for you guys. Yes, we so we just got like a new mattress topper, and so we like cut our old one and put it up there. She got stuff on it from her walk.
This is it's her hoodie. It's literally a little hoodie.
It's so cute.
Yeah, it's got and thankfully it also has these on the back. I think it's really funny because like they want to make it look like it's a hoodie, but the hoodie's on the back. So I guess you could like put things in it. I guess we could put like dog bags or something like
Well,
that.
she's already got them on.
I know,
that.
but anyway, yeah. So again, we try and adjust, right? You roll with the punches. That's one of the biggest things I would say with RVing is you just figure out and you adjust.
Yeah.
You gotta roll. You gotta roll. Let's figure all stuff out.
Oh yeah, it's on there. So we have an internet question. What kind of internet are you using now, and are you boondocking right now? We are boondocking right now.
We are.
The internet we are using is actually. Are we on our Verizon? Yeah, we're on our Verizon.
We're on Verizon right now.
Mhm.
Yep. Gosh.
Verizon is very hit or miss in Alaska.
Yeah.
I would say more miss.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think all internet
It's
is
true.
hit or miss in Alaska, and it's not necessarily the fault of the carriers. It's just so spread out, and it would be, I think, borderline impossible to try and get like universal coverage besides like maybe like satellite internet all
Mhm.
across the state of Alaska. So it is definitely, it's great when you're in towns and cities. It's it can be weak or non-existent if you're in very remote areas. There can be sometimes several hours where we could be driving and literally have no service at all. And we have, by the way, just clear, we have Verizon, we have AT&T, we have T-Mobile, Sprint, and US Cellular. We have 5 different carriers. And even
Well, when
with,
you work from the road. Like,
yeah, and even with 5 different carriers, and we actually have an article. There's a if you go on the Newstate Nomads website, you'll see it says, I think it's like great internet
on a budget.
on a budget. You'll see actually how we do that. So really, we only have 3 plans that give us 5 different carriers because we use what's called Google Fi, and Google Fi allows us to connect to T-Mobile, Sprint, or US Cellular, depending on which one is stronger in a given area. It's really awesome. And particularly for international roaming, Google Fi is incredible because we have exactly the same service essentially around the entire world. That's really awesome. Hope that was helpful. But yeah, definitely check out the website article. And if you have any questions, always hit us up on Facebook or Instagram.
This is a good question. So, in your opinion, if driving up to Alaska, what is the earliest to start and the latest to head out to miss the bad weather heading up next year?
Oh, and they're Road Trek 190. Well, what I will tell you is, first of all, the roads every winter the roads just get destroyed because of the freezing and the thawing and the freezing and the thawing, and you get the frost heaves. There is a chance when you come particularly earlier in the season that those have not yet been repaired or haven't even necessarily been identified or found yet. So I would say that you do run a bit of a risk in that respect of having rougher road or rougher ride. Also, some areas, like for example, McCarthy and the Denali Highway, they don't even open those until a certain time. I want to say it's in maybe May, because prior to that, there's too much snow on the ground. It's kind of like a situation like, if you've heard about like the was it the Road to the Sun? What's the one at Glacier?
Going to the Sun.
Going to the Sun Road. Yeah, and Going to the Sun Road doesn't open until a certain time of the year. It's the same thing in Alaska. There are certain roads that just do not open, and they're not passable until a certain time. So, in my opinion, I wouldn't come here any earlier than May. Personally,
and even then,
yeah,
we had some like Instagram friends who were up here in May, and it was still pretty cold. I mean, we've had very cold weather here in June and July.
This is unseasonably cold. Yeah, this is unusual.
So I would say like end of May. If you're heading up here, like end of May, that would probably be good.
I think it's fine. And then
heading back
September, I think you're still perfectly fine. Some people say September is like the best month to be up here, actually, and we're trying to figure out if we can kind of hold out and stay up here as long as we can, because a lot of the crowds start to dissipate. The weather, the trees, the colors change. The foliage. Yep, that's the word.
What's that word?
Foliage. Northern lights. You can start to see the northern lights even more.
Yeah, apparently you can see them. If you're further north in Alaska, you can start to see them in August.
Really? Well,
so you might get lucky, but you have to have like really good clear conditions.
Have you guys ever seen the northern lights? We haven't.
Tell us.
Yeah.
So Lori's asking, when is Scout's 1-year anniversary with our family? We actually
well, the 1-year anniversary of her being in the United States was July 1st.
Yeah.
So that's already happened.
So we met Scout in
March
of last year because we had just gone into quarantine in Mexico. So we met her in March, but she didn't officially move into the RV. Don't growl. She's another dog. She didn't move into the RV until June. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
We brought her to the US July 1st.
Yeah.
That's okay. The doggy's not going to hurt you.
We hit the road back. Scout definitely. It's actually interesting with Scout because you should know she's not growling because she wants to attack the dog. She's growling because she's actually scared. Yeah. And so if the dog approaches, she's just going to cower and she's not
scream. She does a screaming thing. It's so loud.
Yeah.
Because
it's a rough life in Mexico for dogs. Street dogs really have it hard there. She still struggles with that.
Yeah. So she sees another dog and sees it as a threat. It's okay, baby. I know.
Let's see. Doug says, just a matter of time before you two are spokespersons for some big companies and the perks that will go with that. Well, that's true, Doug, and we already are. Well, we're technically ambassadors for Winnebago. So Winnebago actually does have us go and do events, and we appear in videos and all those kinds of things. So that's fun. But you're right. I can't wait. I can't wait for somebody to be like, hey.
You guys know anybody?
We got this new great phone that shoots amazing video that we'd love for you to try. I'd love to try that.
It would be or any doggy products.
Doggy products. We're all ears. We're all ears when it comes to that. Let's see.
That's a good question. Do you happen to have pet insurance for them since they're so active hiking, etc.? We do not. So I had pet insurance at one point when I just had the Puggles back when I worked for a company, but I never used it. And we do have care credit for them. So like with Scout's heartworm treatment, things like that, we use care credit because a lot of times they'll offer
like 6 months same as cash or 1 year same as cash. So you can it's 0% for a certain period of time. I'm always on the fence about pet insurance. Do other people have pet
Oh,
insurance?
there's gonna be a spider on the lens.
Well, what was it? Laura says I have pet insurance. If others have pet insurance, please let us know.
Yeah, because we haven't really found like a good option for it.
It
But
just tends to be pretty expensive in
Yeah.
comparison to what you're getting. I know, like as far as like obviously if it's like a catastrophic event, of course, I mean that's where insurance really kicks in, and it's very helpful.
yeah,
But yeah, let us know what you all do for that. Oh, somebody else says we have a pet plan. We have a pet plan, and it has paid for itself over and over.
really.
Okay.
That's good
Okay.
to know.
Oh, we love watching your channel. Cheers from Ohio. Ohio,
That's where Howard's from.
Cincinnati. We have other Ohioans in the house. We see Ohioans
They're
constantly.
everywhere. You guys spread out like crazy.
Constantly. It's like the 5th or 6th most populous state in the country. I mean, it's a big state. But anyway, yeah, it's definitely you see a lot of Ohioans around. It's a lot of fun. Are there any other campers boondocking near you guys? Not right now.
No.
Which is kind of funny because I will tell you this is a super beautiful spot. There used to be a different spot near Valdez, and you could fit, I don't know, 40, 50
Oh, it was huge.
RVs in this one
And
area.
it was on a glacier-filled lake. It
Yeah.
was gorgeous, and so we drove there the other day.
Yeah, and now they don't allow it. So it's just like anywhere else. I mean, if there's regulations locally that say you can't do it, you can't stay there. But that spot was so beautiful.
I know we were bummed when we
Yeah.
pulled up, and
I mean, not to say that this isn't
Oh, yeah,
absolutely
like,
beautiful, but this is
actually-
much smaller.
yeah.
This could probably fit 4 or 5, I want
Yeah.
to say.
but there's a lot. Like it's like we said, it's a local like hangout watering hole kind of. There's a bunch of kids like kayaking.
Right now, there's about 20 cars here.
Yeah, and so like I wouldn't want to fit a bunch of rigs here and take away from them, like space to park and stuff.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree. I mean, if you managed your space effectively, I think you could fit maybe like 4 or 5
Small rigs.
rigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, small. Yeah. OHIO. Okay, let me tell you something. This is something else too. Okay, so Katelyn doesn't even appreciate or respect what's happening here, but somebody just said OH. I'm from Cincinnati. We don't do that, and it's funny because I think again people just think of Ohio as like this kind of nebulous like place, but it has 3 very large sea cities: Cincinnati, Columbus, and Cleveland, and all 3 of them are very distinctively different. And it is funny that the OHIO thing, that's Ohio State, that's Columbus. In Cincinnati, like I'm a Bearcats fan because that's Cincinnati, but I'm also a Musketeer because I went to Xavier. And so my biggest problem that I have is that I am literally a fan or attended the 2 rival schools in the same city. Oh man, I'm conflicted on the inside.
That was all very complicated.
It is. It's like red and blue. They have they actually nationally broadcast. It's on ESPN every year when Cincinnati and Xavier play against each other. Just like was it Duke, North Carolina? I mean, there's like these big rivalry games, and that's one of them is Cincinnati Xavier. They're separated by only 4 miles. Yeah, Columbus is OHIO all the way. I know. Well, I would be too. Ohio State, Columbus. I mean, come on. Okay, and just said YouTube audio just went out. I guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's.
Yeah,
Yeah. So interesting.
I can hear you.
Okay. Houday. Yeah, exactly. Houday Bengals.
Well, then you've got Who Dat, which is New Orleans.
That's the New Orleans Saints. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I have family there too. Boy, I'm very conflicted with all my allegiances, my sports allegiances. But I was.
See, my college didn't have a football team, and so I feel like I don't know how to
Bradford didn't have
No,
football?
mm-mm.
I didn't know that.
No. So we are undefeated. Go Highlanders.
Xavier doesn't have football.
No, that's true too.
Cincinnati Bearcats do. Bearcats are a very good football team.
Yes.
I mean, they're not Ohio State. I mean, we all know how Ohio State people feel about them versus any other team. But yeah, Ohio State's very good. Let's see. Cheers from Fort Lauderdale. Are you guys aware of an increase in positive COVID cases? Yes, we are, and we are definitely. Well, I will say that we've always been on the more cautious side, regardless, and we always try and socially distance.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm like super paranoid about everything.
Yeah. So we try our best. And the other thing that I will say is that because of the nature of how we travel and that we tend to go in very remote locations, we're socially distancing automatically.
Yeah.
You know, we don't tend to necessarily go and explore big
That's
cities.
some Roll Tide. That's Alabama.
Oh, Alabama. Yeah. Listen, I am not responsible for any type of a sports related
Any
argument
rivalry that
or
happens.
fights that occur.
Look what you've started.
Yeah, please take that to another channel. Okay. We are not that.
This is a travel channel. Not a
Bearcats are better now that Tuberville has moved on.
I don't even know.
Tommy Tuberville. Isn't he now I think he's the senator of Alabama. I think that's true. I think he's senator of Alabama. Any Texas alum? Well, okay, guys, this is really.
We
Please.
got off the rails here.
This is just unbelievable. LSU all the way. See what's happening here?
People are very passionate. Very passionate. Love it.
Everybody just say what team is really big in your area. We'll just go down there.
Scott is very sleepy. Are you sleepy, honey? We wore you out today, huh? She's so dirty too. I don't know if you guys can see, like, her paws are gray from the hike that we did. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Wow, Howard, did you grow up visiting Kings Island? Yes, I did. Jim and Denise. Yes, I did. In fact, actually, that's where my office was when I worked for Cedar Fair. The corporate offices are actually very scattered across the company, and so there are some people. The headquarters is in Sandusky, where Cedar Point is, but there are corporate employees all over the country, and so I was based out of the Kings Island office because that's where the media division is based. So,
And then I worked for the sister park at Kings Island, which is Kings Dominion in Virginia. So love our theme parks.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be like a little series we'll do sometime. Once we're back, back in the States, with the parks reopening and everything.
We gotta go back to our old stomping grounds.
I know.
We met on a roller coaster. I think some of you guys know that, but
yeah, we did. Yeah, we met on a roller coaster. It's funny just because like so much time passed between when we actually met to when we actually even started dating. Quite a long time, but it is kind of cool to know that like there's photographic proof of like the very first time we ever met. Like within 5 minutes of meeting, somebody took a picture of us like getting on the ride. It was fun.
Laura said, such a happy puppy. I know, she really is. She really is. And she's really started to fill out. Like after her heartworm treatment, it was probably about a month afterwards. We could no longer see like her spine and her hips and everything. So hopefully that's a really good indication that the treatment worked. We won't know. I think we'll have to retest her. October will be 6 months from her treatment. And so they recommend waiting to make sure all the worms die out. And then hopefully we'll get a negative heartworm test and she'll have a clean bill of health. But we can already see a big difference in just like how she's putting on weight. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. That's a big deal. The fact that she's putting on weight.
Yeah, because people would see her and they're like, she's a skeleton. And like, we feed her twice a day.
Oh, yeah.
She gets a lot of food.
Yeah. She was, thank you for the super chat. Kristen, thank you. Thank you. Well, I think I think it's a super sticker. I think that's actually what that is.
Is it?
If somebody can confirm, I think you have a choice of you can do a super chat where you can like type something in or a super sticker. I think that's a super sticker.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, look, it's a little dog bone.
Thank you guys so much.
Got a little dog treat.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So we were eating out the other night at the Potato and we met a new friend and just had this wonderful conversation with him. And he has a dog here with him and he had a dog treat in his pocket for his dog.
Oh yeah.
And Scout sniffed it out, took the treat out of his pocket.
Like went into his pocket and pulled it out.
And was eating it under the picnic table. After she had already had her own. She's sneaky. And then we got back in the car and she was checking my pockets. So
she's a smart one. She really like, she's a street dog. She's got street smarts. Once she figures out where there's food, she will remember that and figure out a way to like get it from then on from that same spot. Yeah.
Yeah, she's no dummy.
Yeah. She's also so very good at we're trying to keep her from like begging, but like she kind of has this beggar element to her.
And then she has these big puppy dog eyes. Yeah, she knows how to survive. She knows survival, that's for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
How much do you pay per gallon for gas for your van? That's a great question. I will tell you that like particularly in Alaska, boy, it can really vary. Near Valdez, I was looking, it was for $4, right? $4 a gallon?
Yeah.
It was like $3.93 for diesel.
We did pay $2.99 in Anchorage because we had points.
Yeah, we paid $2.99. Oh no, that was in Soldotna.
I don't know. Somewhere recently we paid $2.99.
Yeah, it was
at the Fred Meyer.
Yeah, the Fred Meyer. I think it was in Soldotna. But anyway, that was $2.99. because we're on diesel, the one thing I will say that's interesting, particularly right now in Alaska, is diesel is cheaper than gas. That's interesting.
Yeah.
The second thing is that we get better miles per gallon than most Class Cs, which are gas powered. We get on the low end, we get about 14 miles per gallon. Like that's if we're towing at, kind of in hilly terrain. But on the high end, like if we're not towing, we get 19, 20 miles per gallon. It's crazy good. So we get great fuel economy with the diesel. So definitely props to the diesel engines. They do a really great job.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, Jim and Denise, this is kind of funny. How often do you meet and bump into fans on the road? I will say we have bumped into
A lot.
fans here in Alaska. It's been really funny.
Oh yeah.
We were touring a wildlife facility recently, and we were walking around with the education director, learning all about the animals, and we hear somebody like shout our name off in the distance, like, "We watch you guys!
We watch you guys. We were hoping you were going to be here."
It was so cute.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
So we were able to give the kids some stickers and take pictures with them and stuff, and
I love it.
That was really fun.
I
And then
love it. I think it's
we
so much fun.
met another viewer who ended up becoming a patron. Thank you so much on our the cruise we did over to Soldovia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took a trip from Homer over. You'll see that in the upcoming episode. Over to Soldovia, and she happened to be on there, and she was like, "I follow you guys on YouTube,"
That was so fun.
and it was so funny. Like, and it's still like, I don't know, like I still get kind of tripped up by it because it's just still so new for us. I don't know, like we didn't have a channel
a year and
a year and a half. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
So if you ever do see us out, please say hi.
absolutely. We love meeting people. And if we see you, of course, obviously, have to take pictures and all that stuff too. Yeah,
I mean, the real reason is Scout, and we know that. It's okay.
we understand. If you want a picture with Scout,
the
if you want a
star.
picture just with Scout, we understand that too. You just let us know.
Right, honey.
Let's see.
Is the water too cold in Alaska to go swimming? It depends on what your like threshold is.
Ooh. So did you guys see the Seward episode? Because I put my hand in the water at the
That was a bit
at the Sea Life Center. Yeah, but that water that's the comfortable level.
It's true. It's
that-
very cold.
The water that comes off of the glaciers is ice cold. I mean, we're talking like it hurts your hands.
I will say in one of Frankie and Alex's more recent videos, they dove headfirst into a lake that they were camped on, and I was just like impressed. Hashtag impressed, because I don't know if I could do that. This one doesn't feel as cold. I put my hand in it, and there were some girls here swimming the other day.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a lake. Like, I think it's a little bit
Yeah.
different, different story. But like, boy, oh boy, like at least like the coastal waters and stuff, they're cold.
Very
Cold.
cold.
Somebody was asking, I can't remember who it was, but somebody was asking us about like if they have beaches here and like do people go out on the beach? And it's like, well, we're kind of at a just technically like we're at a lakeside beach.
Yeah, it's like a rock.
But it's a rock beach, and you don't really see people like sunbathing or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, people do go to the beach, and obviously Alaskans love the outdoors. I mean, that seems to be like, that's first and foremost. If you live in Alaska, is
And it's funny
the
because
love and appreciation of the outdoors.
today it's 75 degrees, and this is like super hot for Alaska. I
Mhm.
feel like we still have pants and stuff on, but people will be out in shorts and flip flops and tank tops, and I mean even like 60 degrees, we've seen people out.
Oh yeah. I just wanted to say, okay, I wanted to read this. Somebody said Bryce Canyon was $4.19 last week for diesel. The most we have paid was in Canada. This trip up, and it was over $5 a gallon.
Right, now they do it by liter.
Do it by
right?
liter, so you have
So
to
they use
convert it,
conversion.
and then convert it into US dollars. But it was $5 a
Yeah.
gallon,
Now that was in very remote areas where we were driving.
which is totally understandable.
Yeah.
I don't get generally upset at that kind of thing because I'm like, wow, somebody drove a tanker truck to this place so that way I could fill up. I'm okay with that. And I mean, obviously, if I'm given the choice, I'm going to go with a less expensive option, or I'll try and route around it. But like, in the instance of let me tell you something. When you're driving to Alaska, if you see gas, you fill up. Period. And as you probably saw in that episode, so if you watch the episode where we traveled, it took us 57 hours, but we traveled all the way to Alaska, you'll see that we almost ran out of gas. And that was because I didn't follow my own rule. I didn't follow my own rule.
Realize what had happened because I think I was editing from the passenger seat,
She was.
and I started to see Howard get a little bit nervous, and I'm like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "I think we're okay." I think
Yeah,
we're good."
I what do you call that? Like, I basically like,
Pump fake.
yeah, pump faked. Yeah, a pump fake. I saw the gas station and I was like, oh, there's a gas station further up, because I remembered filling up before when we had taken that route before. I was like, there's a gas station further up. Well, then I started like second guess myself. I'm like, yeah, but how far up was it? And I was like, and we were in an area that had no service, no cell service. And so I was like, I really hope that this place is going to have gas, because if they didn't have gas, we only had enough gas to turn back around and go back to that gas station. Otherwise, we would have actually
Take it from us.
completely run
Always
out of
fill
gas.
up. Yeah.
Yes, always fill up. And by the way, there are 100, Katelyn, we've been on for an hour and 20 minutes, and there are still 120 people watching us right now. Wow. Thank you.
It's all for Scout. Somebody asked if Scout's on a special diet, and she is not. We talked to the vet about it, like when she was going through her heartworm treatment, and she recommended not doing anything drastic unless we were still having like continuous issues with getting her to keep or maintain weight.
Right.
So it was kind of just like a ride it out and wait and see. And because she has started putting on weight, I think that's a good sign. And her and Piper and Ella all eat the same thing. So Piper and Ella certainly don't have any problem putting on weight. That's for sure.
No, quite the opposite. Actually, we have to watch those little chunkers.
Oh, this is that's a great question. We were actually just talking about that today. It says, do you rewatch your own shows to reminisce on trips? We have rewatched the Howard fishing in Sedona's a dozen times.
We were just talking about that yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
Would you guys like to see me try and fish in Alaska? Let me know. Answer in the comments.
And if you haven't seen that scene, there's also my grandma's favorite scene of any of our shows. But yeah, we do. It is fun to like watch. We were talking about that on the hike today. Yeah. We're inadvertently creating like our own travel diary where we can go back and watch all of these, for years to come.
Years and decades to come. I mean, think about like it's an amazing opportunity actually for us. Like it's like the best kind of like scrapbooking ever, People are like, yes, fishing, yes. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Gotta do it.
I tell the guy canoeing behind you, hi.
That's it.
Oh, him?
Yeah. But the canoer is going to vlog bomb us.
Do you purchase your food at Big Box? I order from Chewy for not Big Box stocked food.
So we can't utilize like Chewy or any of those because where would we have it delivered?
We've tried.
A bummer,
yeah, we've tried, and
the best option for us, honestly, is Costco because we can buy it in bulk, and we have this really cool container that we keep it in.
And it's not grain free. We're doing our best to try and keep all the dogs healthy and all that, of course. But it is hard. It is hard because think about it this way too. We're up against the fact that we travel a lot. We are very remote a lot of the time, actually, and particularly in Alaska. If you're looking for specialty food, that's going to be like only in Anchorage, Fairbanks.
Yeah.
And we've been in Anchorage exactly twice now, 3 times, I think, in 2 months. So we have to have enough food to last us during these times. So we have figured out a way to buy the large food. What do you call it? Bags of food. I don't know why I was struggling with that. The large bags of food. And then we put it in this airtight container that goes underneath in the storage underneath the RV. And that allows us to last easily a month with one of those with 3 dogs. But, I mean, these dogs like to eat.
Especially the other 2.
They love it. They love it. I can't get this stupid super chat to work. Is there a way to make a one-time contribution? Otherwise, love your video, especially ask about. Yes, and actually, okay, so funny you mention that. If you want to do like a one-time, what some people have done, and I thought this was so genius, is join our Patreon, because you can join the Patreon, let it bill one time,
1 month,
and then that's it. And the other thing too with Patreon is you can set whatever amount you want. So if you wanted to do a one time, you go to patreon.com/Newstate Nomads, join, do the sign up and everything, and basically you just let it bill you once, confirm that, check your credit card or whatever, confirm it has billed you. By the way, they only bill once a month, so it's always at the top of the month. So like if you were to join right now, you're not going to get a bill until September 1st. So just don't forget.
Yeah, and you can set any amount. So
yeah, you can set whatever amount you want.
Yeah.
So yes, you can absolutely do that. Somebody said Howard fly fishing in Jackson Hole would be a great future trip. I want to learn how to fish. I want to fish, guys. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing.
He's gotta redeem himself.
I gotta. I gotta do better. Yes, for sure, fishing. I love it. Yes, Howard needs to fish, fly fish.
Lori was saying how impressive it was that you drove the 57 hours to get here. I kept offering to help. I do drive the RV. I just want to make that
She
clear.
does. She
And
does.
I,
And actually, she does a great job.
I
driving.
offered to help drive, and he.
I
I think at one point it just became this like determination. You wanted to be able to say that you did it and that you.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. It was a selfish thing.
So I just stopped offering.
I did reach it. I did reach a point.
drive.
I'm like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna like try and break like land speed record or whatever for RV.
We have not looked it up to see how. Yeah, like if
even the
there's some records.
border agent. So what happens when you well, at least this was, let me back up. Right now, obviously we're in kind of a weird time. So due to COVID restrictions, when you cross the border into Canada, they give you a piece of paper that is time stamped, and it tells you when you entered and then how long you have until you have to leave. And so it could be 3 days, 4, 5, 6, 7 days.
Whatever the border agent feels like.
Well, they gave us 7 days, but we did it in 57 hours. We show up at the border to exit Canada to go into Alaska. The guy looks at the paperwork and immediately is like, "Whoa! Like, what happened?
He's
Like,
like, where did you enter?
you're early, or whatever." And he couldn't actually believe that we had just done it in 57 hours. But we did.
We did.
And I didn't speed the whole time.
No, he even asked that.
Nope.
You
I did not.
can't. You cannot speed on this.
Well, it's
road.
impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, could you?
Gravel.
I guess you could, but I mean, you have to realize that there are sections of that road which are continuously under construction,
Yeah.
and you just can't drive fast. So, yeah. Let's see.
So we're at the 126 mark. Do you want to? What do you want to do?
Oh, I don't know. What do you guys want us to do? You guys,
What do you want us to
do you want us to stay on this for like forever?
I'm gonna veto that. I'm gonna probably get HU. We have to spell this HUNRY because certain dogs know what that word is. But it's almost dinner time here.
It
Oh,
is.
she knows.
She
This
knows.
is that one too.
Caitlin,
Sorry, I'm just
Katelyn
saying
forgets.
all the trigger words.
Caitlin forgets. She forgets that.
Oh yeah, you're so sweet.
Yeah.
You're so sweet.
Sweet dog.
She's the best. Yes.
Let's see. Getting the Jamboree rally together. Jamboree rally together. Oh, like the brand RV, like Jamborees? Is that what you mean? Granny Annie's traveling bucket list. Let us know if that's what you mean. 2 seasons, winter and construction.
Yes,
Amen.
Very, very true.
Amen.
Oh, what kind of chairs are we sitting in? So these are our new chairs from Costco. Do you see a theme here? We're not sponsored by
Nope.
Costco. They don't do any marketing whatsoever.
They don't. Isn't that funny? Can
We
you
love
believe it?
Costco.
Yeah, we love Costco. If you know anybody who works for Costco,
Costco.
yeah, we would
Look
love
us
to
up.
talk. We love to talk.
That was one of the things that we debated on keeping when we hit the road, right? Because you wouldn't assume that you would need a Costco membership living in 200 square feet, but their diesel is very reasonably priced if
Yep.
they have it. And then things like dog food, toilet paper, paper towels, awesome camping supplies and gear. So we found a lot of really good things, and every Costco is completely different. That has been a really cool thing, going to all the different Costcos across the country.
Well, cool and bad, because you're like, oh, I'd really like the whatever.
Yeah, if you
Like,
find a product that you really like, and then they might not have it at the next place that
Yeah.
you go. So
we learned that they buy their products and sell them on a regional basis. And so, like, if you're like, Texas is its own region, like they have like a northwestern region, etc. Well, like as soon as you cross the line between regions, it totally changes. Then they don't carry remotely the same thing. Yeah. So let's see.
mosquitoes. It's very hit or miss. Very hit or miss.
Yeah, no mosquitoes right now.
Mm-mm.
No mosquitoes right
There
now.
are biting flies here, which I'm like, are those worse than mosquitoes? I don't know.
Yeah, what do you call them? Black flies. Black flies.
They're not fun.
yeah.
But the mosquitoes, like, it's just kind of been in different areas. It's bad, and then some areas it's not. So let's see. Okay. So yeah, it's just kind of hit or miss. They are worse this year than when we were here in 2019, but 2019 was a very hot and dry
Well,
summer.
that was the fires,
Mhm.
which was tragic. I mean,
Yeah.
so much damage, so much destruction in 2019. So we've actually had the extremes, because we had a very hot and dry 2019, and then a pretty cool
And wet.
2021.
It's
Yeah.
rained a lot.
For the
so.
people who are watching who are from Alaska, like, how does this compare? I guess
Yeah.
for you guys, like, is this closer to normal? Because I think it's, from what I understand, this is more seasonably cool. This is cooler than it normally is.
Wow, look at the people on the water. Wow. So that's probably all like tired of us talking.
No, we want to be with you guys.
We do.
We want to be with you guys. We want to hang out with you guys.
Doug says he's seen kids swimming in small lakes on the Kenai Peninsula in the summer when it was 68 degrees out. Whew. Well, I feel like too, if you're a kid in Alaska, like that's probably as warm as like it's really gonna get, and so you want to go swimming, you're gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and you hear about like the polar plunge and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's what you're adjusted to and what you're comfortable with.
Oh, we have
Um,
not seen bears fishing for salmon yet. We have been on the hunt
No.
for bears. We've seen other animals fishing for salmon.
Oh yeah. I don't want to spoil that, and please don't spoil that, Caitlin. But we saw one of the coolest things just yesterday
Yeah.
regarding an animal
But they're
eating a salmon.
but we've seen lots of salmon here. It's yeah.
So Valdez, just so you know, that episode, you're gonna be blown away by how many fish are in the water. Like the fish are stacked on top of each other. There's that many fish. Like, and by the way, because if you're probably wondering, you cannot fish in that spot.
No.
You cannot fish in that spot. So because I mean that would literally be like fish in a barrel kind of situation. Because you put your hook in, it's like that's it. It's crazy how many fish there are around this time. This is spawning season, I think is what they call it.
For certain types of salmon.
It's
And then it's
amazing.
even more incredible too because other types of salmon will be like it's like odd or even years. There's different salmon. There's a whole. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
We learn a little bit about it. Oh,
Well, Jim and Denise
we want to
are
say bye to them real
Jim
quick.
and Denise, thank you guys so much. They also have been just an amazing part of our Patreon community, and thank you guys so much. Thank you to all of our patrons, by the way. There's a bunch of them that are still in here right now after an hour and a half. Thank you. I mean, we're obviously having a great time, but still, thank you guys. Let me see. But yeah, as far as salmon goes, boy, like this is the time to come to Valdez is right now.
And it's my favorite fish to eat as well. They're delicious.
Bonus.
So I'm with all those animals that are eating them. This is a great question. Laura asked, have you worried about the bears with the small dogs? 2 of mine are 9 pounds, 1 is 4 pounds, and 1 is 26 pounds. I get scared. I don't let them off leash. One, they don't listen. So
They don't listen well.
no.
I would definitely say that we're heightened with caution when it comes to the
Yeah.
dogs because Alaska and the wildlife. We
Mhm.
just don't want, and it's not even just bears, it's like moose and wolves and all that. I mean, there's a lot of things that can eat.
Eagles. Yeah. like if
Eagles.
you're
Oh
little
yeah.
guys,
Little guys, you gotta
yeah.
we were camping right on the beach and it was just bald eagle, bald eagle, bald eagle, bald eagle. I mean, it's
Yeah.
beautiful,
Dozens of bald eagles.
but like that would be really dangerous, in my opinion, to have a dog off leash for that. So you do need to be, I believe you need to be careful with it. Now, no, that said, there
dogs off leash.
are dogs off
But I
leash.
feel like they all listen much better. As you know, too, we can't have Scout off leash because she is a flight risk and they'll just take off because she doesn't understand. So that's actually something we're talking about, maybe putting her through a program to get like some official training and
Yeah.
kind of reel her in a little bit.
Yeah, she doesn't know any of these words yet. She doesn't know training. She doesn't know Gary asked, have you spent some time on the water? Yes, we have. We have, and actually, we've done a couple now, and I'm hoping we're going to do another one here in Valdez because there's some. It's really interesting. Each region has totally different wildlife and different scenery, and it's just beautiful to be out on the water. So we're hoping to do another on the water adventure here in
But
Valdez.
whales. Do we see whales?
I don't.
I just get so excited. We may have or maybe not seen this. That'll be in the next episode.
There's a strong possibility that you might see whales in our upcoming episode with Homer. There, that's all we're gonna say. That's all we're saying. Nothing more. Can't say anymore. Can't say anymore.
I have a gag order on me now, I feel like. It just gets so hard too because I feel like we have all these amazing experiences, but then we're a couple weeks behind in our videos. And so it's like I get so excited about what we've already experienced, and then we'll like experience something like even more like amazing or something different. And I just like want to talk about it. And it's always a challenge.
Well, and people actually that's something to bring up too. People ask us all the time, like, why aren't your videos like in real time or whatever? It's really hard to turn around videos like that, particularly because we have full-time jobs. It would be probably a different story if we did this full time.
Yeah.
If this was our full time thing and we could literally just focus on this, sure, then we could probably tighten it up a little bit. But for us, that's about the best we can do is about 3 weeks, because remember, we're doing twice a week videos right now, which, oh, incidentally, again, if you want twice a week videos all the way through August, please remember, just
Only
five
five more patrons.
5 more
Yes.
patrons to meet the challenge, and we'll have a whole other month.
You're terrible at keeping a secret. I am. If it's something
Caitlin-
like really big, I can do it. But I just get so excited.
Have you guys seen that SNL skit, the one where the woman can't keep a secret? She's like, oh, and like, she's like chewing on her sweater. That's Caitlin. She gets so excited. She gets so excited, and she just like, I want to tell her. I want to tell.
No, I just remember when I booked the Aruba trip and you didn't know about it, and I told you like an hour after I booked it. I still was able to surprise him with the fact that like I had booked it, but
And see, I'm the kind of person that I can be like, you need to pack for this type of weather, and make sure you have your passport, and we're going to the airport. That's how I roll.
right.
With the surprises. Joel and Deb asked if we have a Berkey. We don't have a
We
Berkey,
don't.
but we do have a double filtration setup. So we have the inline filter outside, and then we also have another filter. It's a Culligan filter underneath our sink, and so we double filter the water that we drink.
Frankie and Alex have a birthday, don't they?
Frankie and Alex have a Berkey.
Yeah.
The Berkey, I think it's a great product. I just have a hard time figuring out where we could put it.
Right.
Its space is my concern with it.
Yeah.
If there was a Berkey solution where it was something we could put under the sink and then like have it come out of a special tap, I would even do that. But I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can make it fit. So if anybody, particularly those who, because I know we have a lot of Navion viewers, if you figured out how to make that fit, I'm all ears. Let's do that. Let's see. Keep tooth weeks apart. Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's a safety thing too.
It is safety. Yeah. I will definitely say we will never, because from a safety standpoint, unfortunately there's just a lot of weird people in the world, and we don't generally never say where we are until we've actually already left a spot.
Yeah.
And that's just for our own safety. So like if we're camping in a spot, after we leave that spot, we'll say, wow, we stayed here and it was a really wonderful spot. But we don't generally say where we're staying.
Right. Which is hard because it's like, I really struggle with this because like I want to be able to say like where we're going or what we're doing so that if somebody's been there and they have recommendations, because you post about it after the fact that window has passed, right? And so it's like,
it's hard.
It is.
We need to get better about that though. I actually would agree to the standpoint of saying that we want to get that local intel, right? We want to get that local information. So maybe we can just start saying, hey, we're going to be in such an area soon, and so like recommendations for this area or something like that. We're going to work on that.
Yeah.
Thank you for keeping us honest.
Ivan Josie RV Journey, they asked like, can you explain Patreon? Do you want to like give like a 30-second?
Yeah. Okay. So 30 seconds of our Patreon.
Or
So
just like
Patreon is just a way of supporting your creators on a regular basis. And so it's a membership is all it is. And so we have 3 different tiers. And with the tiers, you get certain benefits. It can be early access. There's exclusive Facebook groups. We actually have real-time updates for our patrons. So on Instagram, you see real-time stories, and it actually says where we are actually within that community. The other thing, too, though, with our Patreon in particular, we're very proud about is we take a large portion of every month's contribution of the patronage, and we donate that to a charity or to an organization in the communities that we explore. But then we take that and we match that dollar for dollar with our own money. So we're trying our best to help make a difference in the communities that we explore, and we're very proud of that. And that's something that I still think is quite unique for certainly for like RV channels and things like that on YouTube.
But if you have if we haven't answered your question, if you have more questions about it, just send us a message and
yeah, absolutely. You can Facebook, Instagram. You're always welcome. Obviously, to email us too. So yeah. Let's see. There you go. Happy RV After. We love being a part of the Newstate Nomads Patreon community. Caitlin and Howard are awesome. You guys should all join. Love the charities too. Thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, I have to say that I feel like the best spokespeople are obviously the people who are already in a community.
Right.
But we love our Patreon community because we think it's so amazing that they have chosen to partner with us to help the communities. So that's super cool for us. We love doing that.
There are 2 questions up here that I wanted to answer. So one, is it hard to find good wine and alcohol to drink up there? Costco again. We stopped
Costco.
up there.
Costco.
And then, I mean, restaurants have really good options. There's a lot of breweries. There are
Yeah.
some wineries up here. So
Let me just caution by saying that there are going to be higher prices for a lot of things.
Yeah.
That is true. You know, sometimes it's not extreme. Maybe it could be $1 or $2. Sometimes it is a lot. Fresh things, fresh ingredients.
Mhm.
That can be hard. Alcohol is really not that bad.
Mm-mm.
I would say it's at least with Costco.
Yeah.
It's very similar at Costco for alcohol as it is in Lower Brigade. There are going to be some things that will certainly be cheaper elsewhere in the United States, but overall, it's actually pretty good.
this question says, sorry if this question has been asked already. How long will you be?
No, I think RVing is always going to be a part of
Yeah.
our lives. I don't know. I can't promise that we're going to be full time forever. But I think that RVing is always going to be a part of our lives.
Yeah, we got bit hard by the RV travel bug. I mean, it's just such, especially with dogs, it is such a convenient way to travel and have these guys with us.
Yeah, you know, there are a lot of travel channels that we follow that we love. That they stay in Airbnbs, they stay in amazing hotels, and that's awesome. We love watching that, and we actually do enjoy that type of travel too. But we love sharing what the experience is like of kind of like a little bit of maybe a slower travel, you know, because we're able to travel in our RV, stay for an extended period of time in a spot and really explore. And
Yeah.
I think that's unique and interesting.
And
fun.
immerse ourselves like in whatever area we're in,
Yeah.
like the culture and people.
Yeah,
and if we like a place, we get to stay longer, you
Yep.
know, as
And-
long as we don't have any
Yeah.
pending commitments.
And not just in the United States. I mean, obviously we were in Mexico for 5 months, and we love traveling internationally in the RV, and
Mhm.
hopefully we can do even more of that too.
Harvest hosts. Yes, we do have harvest hosts. We've had it the entire 3 years we've been on the road. We've used it twice. Actually, and once was last week.
Last week, yeah, I Harvest hosts again. It comes down to how you travel, and for us, Harvest hosts, the challenge for us is that we don't tend to do overnights in a way that it makes sense for us to do Harvest host stays, even though we have the membership. So we have the membership, so literally it would not cost us anything to stay at these places. But like we typically will we'll drive for a couple of hours and then we'll stay for several days, and then we'll move again, and then we'll move again, usually in that type of cadence. We're typically somewhere no less than about 3 or 4 days. We rarely do these kind of long extended trips, except for the road trip that we did from Florida all the way to Alaska. That would have been a great opportunity for Harvest Host, and ironically, we didn't stay at Harvest Host net.
Right.
I have nothing against Harvest Host. I actually think it's a really great idea. I will tell you this though, Boondockers Welcome. I love Boondockers Welcome because Boondockers Welcome lets you stay up to 5 nights in a particular location, and it's kind of like it's like couch surfing but for RVers is the way I would describe it. We have a link actually for Boondockers Welcome like on our website, and I think usually in the descriptions of the videos, but do check it out. Boondockers Welcome. Other people, other RVers will host you on their properties. Sometimes they even have electricity and water for you. It's really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And we
And you
love
get
that.
to meet cool people too.
Yeah.
We met some really cool people.
Oh, yeah.
Which
We don't use purposes.
I
Yeah.
know it's a tough one.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. It is hard.
There's
It
all
is hard.
kinds of. Actually, didn't you do an article way back when?
I did.
About different memberships.
I
and
did,
things like
yeah,
that,
and
so.
like comparing, contrasting, because there's so many, like literally this list. Like here you go, Laura's talking about like we have Harvest Host, Boondockers Welcome, 1,000 Trails, Lifetime, and Passport America. Exactly. You know, Passport America, by the way, another great program, 50% off. Like we've used that a bunch. Like Passport America, you know, you stay in campgrounds. That has really come in handy in a pinch for sure.
Yeah.
That's a great, and it's great value. Great value. Let's see. What other RV or travel channels do you like to watch? Okay. Karen and Nate.
Yeah, they're great.
We love Karen. We're obviously huge fans of Karen and Nate.
I was dying at their Maryland episode where
The crabbing.
oh my god, where he was crabbing and then she was learning to bake the cake, and it was just like hilarity ensued. If you guys have never watched them, that's like go to that episode. It's so funny. I was like, I watched it twice. It was so good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I would say like the usual suspects. You know, there's like for me at least, you know, you've got like KYD, you've got even Morton's on the Move. RV Geeks. I love the RV Geeks. I have learned so much from them. God, so helpful. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's probably about a dozen RV channels. You know, travel channels and RV channels are pretty much all we watch, I would say,
Mhm.
on YouTube.
If you guys
Yeah.
have any recommendations for
Yeah.
channels you really like,
Yeah.
that you think we would like, please send them our way.
This is a very timely question. What happened to Adaptive Humanity? Did they get to Alaska? Not yet. Not yet, but they swear. We were just talking with them
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
That they are finally done with their van. Their
They're-
van build, which will be the most incredible van build you've ever seen in your life when
gonna be
they
beautiful.
finally come out with this video.
They're supposed to be hitting the road tomorrow.
Yeah. And definitely
They're gonna book it up here.
yeah, they are
So,
coming. They are
yeah.
coming, and they're gonna make it here. And we
Yes.
can't wait. Cannot wait to be reunited with
I
them.
know we need our little nomad family back together.
I know, it's so
And-
funny. Like, so Frankie and Alex, which is F&A Van Life, who are also super awesome.
Yeah, that's another great channel.
great channel to
We
check
love
out.
watching their stuff too.
We keep like doing we'll come together and converge, and then we'll spend like a week together here in Alaska, and then we'll go our separate ways. And then we come back together again for another week, and then we separate away,
Which is fun.
which is
like,
great.
yeah.
It's really entertaining. Just because, like, you know, look, they have slightly different interests than we do, and that's what's so amazing too about RVing. And you know, if you kind of keep this kind of loose caravanning, like, we're still in the same area and everything, and we do get to stay and spend time together. But then also you can go off and do your own thing for a little bit, and then you could reconvene. It's really cool.
Yeah,
I love that.
that's really fun.
Somebody says I love the RV geeks. Yes, me
Yeah.
too. Me too. Tell us about some of your upcoming vlogs. Give us a
I
glimpse.
was
Well,
told I couldn't do that.
Caitlin has already given you. Okay,
Many
this is a
glimpses.
Cash STT question, and Cash, you need to know that this one here has already spoiled so much.
I haven't spoiled it. It just makes them want to tune in. I'm giving you like strapping little like nuggets. Yeah.
It's a tease. It's a tease. Well, let's see. We've got Homer.
Mhm.
We've got Homer coming up. We're obviously in Valdez. We've got Valdez coming up. We've got
Cooper Landing.
Cooper Landing,
So beautiful. Like the most teal water I've ever seen.
and arguably one of the best meals that we have.
I
Ever
love
had.
Alaska.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I would say ever. Like, it
Yeah.
literally was that good. Incredible meal. Somebody's asking about Alaska Rail. I did look at Alaska Rail. The challenge that we have with Alaska Rail is, first of all, the dogs can come. I didn't know that, and if you knew that, but dogs can come, but they have to be crated and they have to be in the cargo area. But the challenge with a rail trip for us is it would almost have to be a round trip, because how do we get the RV
Yeah.
from point A to point B? And you know, a lot of the trips in Alaska, it's to get you to like Seward or whatever. Well, we've already been to Seward, you know, and so like we're trying to figure out what's the trip that we could do on the rail to show the rail experience, because I think it is a really cool experience for a place that we haven't been yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still working on that, and also something that we can do like a round trip in a day maybe or something.
But it just looks absolutely beautiful. A lot of times the roadways will like run parallel to the railway, and it's just incredible scenery. Absolutely incredible scenery.
Okay, so somebody was asking Nuggets equals marine creatures.
Exactly.
Can we take our RV or ferry from the U.S. to Alaska to bypass Canadian roads? And do you have any info on to share? Yes, we do. And actually, that was in 2 weeks ago, I want to say. We did a video on tips to prepare and plan your own trip to Alaska by RV. We do talk about it in there. The issue right now is the ferry. This is like the most popular probably ever been.
Because you can't drive
because
unless you get exemption, right?
Right. And so because of that, there's so much demand. The ferry is totally sold out, basically. Essentially, it's sold out through the rest of the summer.
And
Yeah.
we were hearing anecdotally too that it's really starting to fill up and book out for 2022 as well.
Yes.
So if you are looking at that as an option, I would highly recommend that you do go ahead and book it.
And the further in advance that you book it, the cheaper it
Cheaper.
will be, because they now do demand pricing or dynamic pricing. And
like
so,
airline.
yeah, so think of it as like, if there are 20 open spots, it's cheaper. If there's 5 open spots, it's much more expensive. So the sooner that you book it, the more likely it is that there are less people who are already booked, and so you'll get a cheaper price. But it is a great experience, and we would love to do. And as I said, I would like to do the ferry, even just somewhere within Alaska, just to kind of do the ferry experience.
Yeah, it does look really cool.
Let's see what other. Oh my gosh.
How does Caitlin get her hair done on the road? That is definitely a challenge. The last time I had it done was in Florida in April.
And I haven't. I just got highlights then. I haven't had it cut since January, so I need it really bad. I got it done when I was when we were in Alaska last time in Anchorage. So I usually just find like I rely heavily on Google reviews, and sometimes it's hit or miss, but sometimes it's really great. I would say most of the time it's really great. I've only had a couple, like a handful of not so great experiences, but that is definitely a challenge. I actually was telling Howard.
Color is the harder one.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
like maintaining blonde is very hard, and I told Howard recently that I want to go darker. He said as long as you keep the length, he likes the long hair. I used to have really short hair when I was a news anchor, and it was like platinum blonde. So
Okay, I'm just giving you guys 10-minute warning.
Yeah.
Because guys, that would be
I know
2
that'd be 2
hours.
hours.
I mean,
You guys are just so fun to hang out with.
but we're celebrating.
I
We're having a great time.
know.
And I'm so glad. Again, thank you guys so much. Thank you to all the 25,000 of you who have subscribed over an 18-month journey.
Year and a half. You
Unbelievable.
can say a year and a half.
I like saying 18 months.
It's like when people say like
Like a
baby.
newborn. I know.
Yeah, it's like
It's still a newborn channel.
little Bobby is 24.2 months old. It's like
Baby-
he's 2 years.
Baby Nomad channel is 18 months
And
old.
I'm just teasing. If you do that, that's okay.
Yeah.
Your
Let's
jaw started
see.
from laughing. Yeah.
Costco Travel does the same type of pricing for rental cars. Yes, they do. And actually, we use that. Oh, internationally, Costco Travel rental cars is great. We've used that several times for international. But you're right. Yeah.
Oh, our whole wedding and honeymoon trip we booked through Costco Travel.
Heck yeah.
We
Heck yeah.
got a great deal on Hawaii back in when did we get married? 2019.
2019.
Yes.
June.
3rd.
I was making sure she actually remembered. Anyway, yeah, we booked the whole trip through Costco Travel. Yeah, highly recommend that.
It's great.
Not sponsored.
There's a follow-up question from Chasing RV Sunshine. So Joel says, how does Howard keep his hair looking so good on the road?
You know, the secret is I have pictures on my phone of haircuts from my past, and I go,
Do you do that?
and I go, can you make it look like this?
I didn't know that.
And they go, yeah.
That's so funny. Howard's hair also grows like
Super fast.
ridiculously fast.
Hair and nails. I have what's it?
So
Is it
jealous.
keratin?
Yeah.
I can never remember what I think it's keratin. Yeah, like my hair and nails grow really fast.
It's
but,
like every woman's dream, I feel like.
Yeah.
My nails and hair to grow long and fast.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I do.
Bye, Gary.
Bye, Gary. Everybody's like starting to drop off. See, David, good night from Jacksonville.
Well, it's late on the East Coast.
Yeah, 8-minute warning, guys. 8
Yes.
minutes. 8-minute warning.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I missed this. I'm in
Anchorage. I was busy out doing. Welcome to Alaska.
Oh,
Thank you.
the
Thank you so
weather
much.
is gorgeous this weekend.
Yeah.
So beautiful. So
Yeah.
beautiful.
We're loving it. We're absolutely loving it. And thank you so much. We love your home state. It's awesome. Alaska's amazing. If you have recommendations, by the way, please tell us. You don't even have to do it in this. You can always message us on Instagram. By the way, we invite anybody. You can always message us on Instagram. We love communicating with people that way. It's kind of what we use for direct messaging is over Instagram. So please use that and give us recommendations. Love it.
Oh, she said that she's been looking for us since we arrived on the way to Homer last weekend. We probably had just passed each other.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So where are you? You're in Anchorage.
Yeah, that's what
You're in
she said.
Anchorage. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm hoping maybe we'll be in Anchorage again. But yeah, let's keep in touch. We'll see what happens. We're now on our 45th anniversary and we'll be going back to the hotel in Waikiki. We stayed out on our
Oh,
honeymoon.
Virginia, that's wonderful.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Happy anniversary.
We got
5 years.
we got married. We eloped, but we got married and had our honeymoon at the Ritz-Carlton.
Mhm. Well, we didn't get married
in,
there.
No, well,
We stayed there.
we had our first look
Oh.
right up the road.
This is our connection is unstable.
Uh-oh.
We might have lost everybody.
Uh-oh.
Well, if you
Oh, I think we're back.
we're still here. Sarah said, I love your public dog friendly hikes or activities. Have you done with them in Alaska? A lot of the hikes are dog friendly. And the Portage Pass hike was the last one we took all 3 on.
Mhm. We just took her today
Mhm.
on a hike here in Valdez. It was the Mineral Creek.
Mineral Creek Trail.
Yeah. A lot of trails, yeah, as Katelyn said, a lot of trails are dog
I
friendly.
use the All Trails app. They have a free version, and
You can sort, right?
yeah, you can sort by dog friendly
Right.
hikes, so you can find all the dog friendly trails that are in whatever region or area that you might be in, and that's a great resource because people can also leave reviews of like what the trail conditions are and things like that, and that's been really helpful for us.
Mhm.
So always just double check to make sure it is dog friendly before we go.
Yep. Let's see. More and more places are becoming more dog friendly. I'm finding this year. Oh,
Mhm.
that's a great point too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously that's a major thing that we consider whenever we're traveling is what can we do with the dogs, and we love to find dog parks, and we love finding activities for the dog.
Yeah, like
Um,
there's a patio, someplace we can sit outside. We like taking Scout. Piper and Ella are not the most well behaved out in public, and they're perfectly content just sleeping. So we usually,
it's the pug in them.
yeah, we usually
Honestly,
take Scout with
yeah,
us.
the pug side of them loves to sleep. So they're very happy to be inside sleeping. Like they're sleeping right now.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Not at all.
They don't care.
No.
Well, a lot of people are taking off. Thank you guys so
Yeah.
much. Yeah,
'Cause it's like almost 10 o'clock at night on the East Coast.
I know, and sun isn't even down here.
It won't be down for a long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
Again, I just want to thank you guys so much. This really meant a lot to us. To the year and a half that it's been since we started our channel.
Or 18 months.
14 months. Thank you again. And yeah, again, plugging real quick. Thank you so much, Jacqueline.
Jacqueline,
Thank you. This is from us to you. God bless and drive safe. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The thing I would say is please remember to enter the contest. We would love for one of our people like you to win, and we'll be randomly selecting a winner. So go to our Instagram to sign up there for the giveaway.
It's the post.
It's the cake post, yes. And then Patreon, again, one last plug. We're only 5 away, and we will actually, I don't know, maybe some of you joined. I don't know, some of you joined.
Yeah.
That happens actually a lot when we're on these. But we're only 5 away, and then we will have twice weekly episodes throughout all the rest of August. So please do that.
We have a lot to share.
Yeah. So thank you guys again so much. Why don't we just wrap it up?
Yeah.
Thank you. 1 hour, 56 minutes of pure joy.
I know.
Can't
And
thank you
Scout did
enough.
so good too. She woke up from her nap.
And yawning on
Oh
demand.
no, you're so sleepy.
So sleepy.
It is
fine.
6 it's
Yeah.
6 p.m. here.
Yep.
So
It's
we're
about to turn-
4 hours behind the East Coast. It's in its own time zone.
Okay, well, this is real quick. So I just want to answer this question regarding discounted diesel fuel cards. Yeah, we have the EFS card. It does not work in Canada. There's not a single location along the entire route going from Washington State to Alaska where EFS card is accepted, which I was surprised about. I didn't know that. But in the United States, I mean, lower 48, it's amazing. I don't think there are any locations actually in Alaska. I haven't checked. But we use it a lot when we're in the lower 48, and it does save a lot of money on diesel fuel. It's for diesel only, but it is a great program. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Thank you guys so much.
Love you all.
We will catch you all at the next live, and look for future episodes coming from us. And again, thank you to all 25,000 of you.
Bye guys.
See ya.
Mwah.
See ya.
And